Sweet that we're going live too.
Oh, I did that all already.
Oh, I didn't. But hello everybody. We are live. Welcome to Reading Sprints. I am just quickly sending the link to these sprints to a bunch of people so they know to join. But what will everybody be doing? What will everybody be reading as we just wait for some more people to join?
I'm going to be playing City Skylines while starting Cemetery Boys. So I can actually be on time quicker than just a couple of days before the live show next time. So
yeah, like we've been doing recently, where it's been just like, oh, the live show's this weekend. We should do it. And now it's like, nope, it's next month. Yep. We don't have to worry. Okay, you were smart and you posted it there.
Yeah, and I posted it in a few Discords.
I see that. I think that's like all the main ones. This one, where? There we go. I think it's everywhere. Hello, Cool Gamer, and hello, Lucinda. What will you be reading? I know that I will be trying to read some of Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm wanting to get a good chunk into it because I've been reading it for like a few days and I'm only like 100 pages in.
Mm.
It's good. I just haven't had the time to read, so.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I read at all yesterday. Maybe read like a chapter.
Yesterday was like the first time in a while I actually felt like reading stuff. So, but it was mostly like I just felt like reading short stuff.
Yeah. I'm watching Resident Alien and reading Bay of Angry Fae by S.C. Stokes. That title of that book sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's good. I also love how I get an email being like, I am live. It's like, I know, I am hosting the live.
Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does that. I noticed that a few times whenever I went live.
Yeah. My dinner is cooking, so the multitasking will stop when it's ready. Understandable. And hello, Somber Honey. I know your name and I'm brain farting on what it is. I hate when I know somebody's name and I'm always like, what is it?
Yeah. That's when people get hey you with the face from me.
There. I'm just setting the timer right now. It's one of the paranormal older women's fictions. The main characters are 40 plus. LOL, it's Danny. Yes, that's what it is. I was like, it's a D name. It's a D name. I can't think.
I also hate it. It's like I want to say what name I think it is, but I'm afraid that I'm going to be wrong, so I'd rather not say the name just in case I am wrong.
Exactly. It's another arc I'm trying to get read.
I need to do some arc reading myself. Will I? Probably not.
I have 2 arcs I need to read this week. Will I actually get either of them read? Who knows? To be fair, I think they're both under 200 pages, so maybe? Who knows?
Arcs. Who are they? We don't know them here.
I think my oldest arc that I haven't read is from late 2020?
Probably for mine as well, honestly.
I mean, I think I got arcs of an entire series from an indie author and I haven't read it, and now I'm like, oh my god, I feel so awful. What do you think about that?
I've been pretty good about not requesting stuff lately. So
I think my recent NetGalley requests have been like 2023 releases that I'm actively interested in, as in would probably read once they're out.
yeah.
So Danny says that they're doing some tarot stuff right now, but I've also got some reading to catch up on for the month. So right now I'm in the middle of Rebecca by Daphne Demore.
I think DeMaurier,
I think.
that's what it is. I need to do some tarot stuff too. I've been slacking on that.
I say I'm in the middle, but I literally just started like 2 days ago and have barely read anything. That is a mood.
Yeah, I know that all too well.
And then Lucinda says, I should be getting to meet Rosie the author tomorrow IRL. Ooh, well, have fun. It's always interesting getting to meet authors, not out of experience, but from what other people have said and I've seen. I think I'm going to try to get hold of the 5th season, even if it doesn't win. Fair. And if anybody's watching and they do not know what this is in reference to, both Sam and I are co-hosts of a book club, the Late Night Bookworming Book Club. I'll try to put it in the description because there's currently not one. But currently we're doing a vote for our November pick. Mm-hmm. So I will, in the first sprint, update the description to add the link to that.
Will we be forced to read smut? Who will know?
Well, as of right now, at least a couple people have voted for it. Oh.
We want them to read smut and talk about smut online.
Apparently. Max says, I'm getting ready for the day, but wanted to say, hey. Hopefully you have fun with your plans for the rest of the day. Yeah, right now, Shadow and Bone is still winning, which not surprising at all.
Mm-hmm.
It is like one of the most popular series out there, so
yeah, it's not surprising whatsoever that one's winning.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the thing that I'm looking for right now. There we go. There is some smut in Discovery of Witches, I believe.
There is like maybe one scene.
Yeah,
that I can think of at the moment. So it's not that's not the main focus of the book.
Yeah, the other one is literally just a smut novel. Mm-hmm. And Mac, yes, the voting is on Twitter. OMG, a book club I'm in was supposed to read Shadow and Bone for October, but no one was interested in it, so we switched to City of Bones. Understandable. The Nostalgia Train book club, if you're curious. I might have to check that out and maybe try to join on.
Yeah,
every so often.
They're reading. I'm actually somewhat on top of reading actual book club books, but I am bad about reading my tarot TBR. So
mine is I agree to so many things that then I end up failing all of them and reading things that aren't any of the books. This month has been good, shockingly. But will it stay that way? Who knows?
I've just kind of picked somewhat chunkier books. So it took me a while to get through them. So I'm just glad to finally kind of get out of that.
Okay, I just updated this description to have the Late Night Bookworming Twitter, so.
Right.
Lucinda says Shadow and Bone has been on my shelf for like 2 years unread now. That sometimes happens a lot when you're just like, ooh, I'm interested in this book, I'll buy it, and then never read it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's so fun. We read YA and middle grade hits from the 2000s and 2010s, and sometimes earlier. We're skipping November, but reading The Hobbit in December.
Hobbit.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. I barely made it through Lord of the Rings, so you can have The Hobbit.
Kind of like our buddy reads, meaning we agree to a lot, they don't happen. Heartbones is still waiting for us. Yeah, buddy reads set for July? Question mark? Maybe. Did it get read? No. But I will eventually. That's what we all say. And then do we? Depends.
No.
Depends. Sometimes. Most of the time not. Depends on the book. I know like the list of like the like 22, like how I made the list at the beginning of the year of like 22 books I want to read in 2022. I probably haven't even read half those.
See, with those types of like videos, I don't even bother because I tend to like forget about what I said in those videos. So I'm like, I guess I'm not reading those now.
To be fair, next year I think I'm going to do a list of like 10 and have it be ones that like I know I have to read, whether it be for I already have like read-alongs and it's those are some of the books, or like books like series that I started this year but I didn't finish.
Yeah.
Put those on the list, so then maybe I'll be more likely to actually complete the list. I've never completed, like, even my 5-star predictions, I'll put like 5 books. I'll get like 4 of them read and then be like, well, gotta make a new video because I'm not gonna read the other one anytime soon. It's literally what I'm gonna have to do because I think I've read 3 of the 5 that I set like 6 months ago. Oh no, no, that was December that I did it. So almost a year ago.
Calling yourself out.
Oh yeah. I'm not. Katie said, hello, I'm in Anna's live for her anniversary, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Well, thank you for even just popping in and saying hi. And
hey, boo.
and live sprint section. Exactly.
Yeah.
And for Lucinda, Anna's on the TV and I'm on the phone.
I've done that before, or at least on different computers. So,
I mean, I don't really think I've done that before that much. I'll sometimes have like a sprint going, like sprints on like one device, and then like if there's like a different live show of like a book discussion, sometimes I'll have that like on a different device, or I'll just have multiple tabs open, and then just like when one's talking, mute the other, when one's not talking.
A lot of times when I'm at work, I'll have like a sprint going on because I want the company of like the sprint or like chatting with people like on the sprints, but then not be in the mood to read, so I'll have like YouTube videos playing.
Yeah. Sometimes things like that happen, and just like how honestly, I'm like, if I decide that I don't want to read partway through the sprints, I'll literally probably put on YouTube or a TV show.
One reason why I was kind of thinking just doing like audiobooks for right now while I can just focus on playing my game. Even though there's not much to focus on.
Yeah, that's multitasking, haha. Yeah. I think I'm going to share the screen with the timer, and then we'll start the first sprint. now because it seems like a good time to.
Alrighty.
But happy reading, everybody, and I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Alright.
And the first sprint is done. How did everyone do?
I made a sandwich, ate that, and got to 6%.
Pretty good. I read 20 pages and kept on getting distracted.
Isn't that how it usually goes?
Yep. How are you enjoying the book so far?
Well, not bad. I'm enjoying the how Santa Muerte is introduced into it, because she seems to be popping up a lot for me when it comes to books and like YouTube stuff. So it's interesting that she popped up in this book.
That's definitely interesting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I read about 35 pages. Nice. I know that I'm like hoping to get to page 200. Maybe not in the spreads, but just in general today.
Yeah.
And I'm on 130, so 70 pages.
You can do it.
Yeah, unless it's anything like last night where I don't remember. Basically, I don't remember one of the entire chapters in this book. The only thing I remember from it was characters were attacked, and then we led on from that. Yeah. That's how I've been lately, of like, just keeps on getting distracted and then doesn't remember half of what I'm reading.
Yeah.
But it's good. Like, the book is good. I just am already forgetting half of it.
I get like that sometimes too, so I can understand that.
Yeah. I don't have a goal for the day. I'm just going to read until I don't feel like reading. That's understandable. That's normally what I do for like my ebooks. But like physical books, I like to have like, even if it's a goal of like read 20 pages.
Yeah, at least get some work done on it.
Yeah, but if I just say I want to read something, a lot of the times I won't read anything, or I'll like pick it up, read like one page and go, you know what? I'm not in the mood to read this.
Yeah.
But if I say like I want to read one chapter, 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I also noticed that I do not read physical books that much unless I'm actually on sprints. And I don't know why.
Yeah, I kind of flip flop. I don't think I really favor one over the other. At least I don't think I do very much, anyways.
I don't know. It could just be that I like know that, oh, I'm doing reading sprints. I should read. So I should read the physical book instead of like an ebook, for example, on my phone where I could easily get distracted more.
Yeah.
Because you kind of don't want to host sprints and then every single sprint you go like, well, I ended up on Twitter.
Yeah, no.
The next sprint, I ended up on TikTok. The next sprint, I spent that entire sprint on Facebook. Like,
You know.
I don't often read for sprints like this. Most of the time I use them for writing, but I've already gotten my writing done for the day. That's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what time zone you're in, but if you're like similar to our time zone, that's really good.
Yeah. More work than I can ever get done in a day, that's for sure.
Yep. Literally today, all I've done is plan some things with people and then this.
I spent most of my day on Twitch. So watching Allie play Dead Space and having her scream the entire time because she kept getting jump scared. So that's been pretty interesting.
I'm on the East Coast, so it's almost 4 p.m. here. So not that much different. It's almost 3 o'clock for Sam, and it's almost 2 o'clock here, so.
Yeah.
Even though it feels like it's like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of thought about briefly about like taking a nap at one part in the day, and I'm like, if I do that, I'm probably not gonna wake up. So let's not right now.
Yeah, I know that. I'm glad I'm tired because I have to go to bed early tonight because I have a really early and busy day tomorrow.
Oh joy!
Well, I'm getting up at. There's the Fairy Loot Crescent City editions that go on sale at 6 a.m. for me. And like, I shouldn't buy them, but also
you're going to it even.
I will literally feel so much FOMO. I've convinced myself that I can buy this set guilt-free. It's the Illumicrate set. If I buy, I have to feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Am I probably going to buy both? More than likely. I'm going to buy those and then complain I'm broke. That's how it always goes.
Yep.
And then I babysit for like 3 hours tomorrow. And then I have an appointment in the afternoon, so.
I have a doctor's appointment, like a normal doctor's appointment tomorrow that I completely forgot that I had scheduled until they called me with a reminder saying, hey, don't forget your appointment is on Monday. I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, it is Monday.
Yeah, you're like, thank you for reminding me, or I wouldn't have showed up and that would have sucked.
Yeah, because it's like the medication refill appointments. So I'm like, I kind of need that.
Yeah, especially because I know at least here, if you like miss an appointment, you need to rebook another one. You're like multiple weeks, if not months out.
Yeah,
and you kind of need medication in that time frame.
Yep. I'd rather not go too crazy.
Yeah, I would prefer that too for you.
Like, yes, Sam, I don't want you to be crazy either, because that means I have to hear about it.
Exactly.
She went on a rampage. She's now in jail. She just got tired of people's shit.
Yeah. And the way that would probably be Jordan having to let us know, and it would be just like, he would just do it in the weirdest way. He would do it in some kind of riddle.
Yeah, he's like, so I need help with bail money for her.
It's like, anybody want to start an OnlyFans to get bail money? Just like, yeah, that would not be fun.
Yeah, no. I know too many questionable people. I'd rather not be in that predicament.
Fair.
Just hear them in there. I wish I had a cookie. I don't have any cookies, I don't think.
I would give you cookies if I could pass them through the screen. But I can't. Unfortunately. Well, we're going to go into our second sprint, and Sam, you can go and see if you do have cookies.
Yeah. or something else to snack on because I just want something to snack on.
Well, have fun doing that.
Yeah.
And happy reading, everybody.
Bye.
And that sprint is done. How did everybody do? And we have a Clint joining us.
I got through 55 pages
Wow.
Damn.
of I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is reading really fast.
Yeah, I say if you're reading 55 pages.
And it is different than the movie. And I DNF'd the TV show, by the way.
Oh.
I watched 10 minutes of the TV show and went, no.
I will be reading the book probably tomorrow, then watching the movie, and then if I have the time, trying the TV show.
Don't. It's not worth it.
Now that you tell me, it's making me want to do it even more.
Watch 10 minutes of it. The main character's name in the show is Lemon, which main character in the book and movie is Julie. It's Julie and Helen, not Lemon and Margot. They're in North Carolina, not Hawaii. She has a mom, not a dad. In the show, she has a dad, not a mom. And I was just like, it's too many changes. Just too many changes. I just can't.
So basically, go into it being like it's an entirely different thing.
Yes.
Got it. I read 21 pages, by the way.
I'm at 12%.
That's nice.
But yeah.
It's good that you're flying through that. At least you'll actually get it finished before the live on Saturday.
Like, some of the scenes are like verbatim from the movie, but like what happened was like what they did last summer is changed in the book. Or it's changed in the movie from the book, I should say. And there's a few things in here I don't know how well people are going to like the book. I didn't think about the fact of that it was published in 1978. So certain languages might not be the best.
Noted.
I didn't think about that before. I wanted to. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
That's at least good to know. That felt like it went by so fast, and yet somehow I read 45 pages. Nice.
Yeah, it did feel like it went by pretty quickly.
Yeah. And then I did that with One of Us Is Lying.
I Know What You... One of Us Is Lying. That is... Yes, it is. I was like, that is what I think that is, right?
Yes.
I love that show. I think it actually did the book good justice.
Yeah, the second season comes out this week.
I'm excited for the second season. It's either this week or next. But I'm excited for season 2 because I want to know if they're going to follow the second book. Because then we're also getting book 3 next year.
Okay, Clint, I'll need you to watch the first 2 episodes of season, the first episode or 2 of season 2, and let me know, does it follow the second book or not? Because if it doesn't follow the second book, I'll read it. I'll watch it. If it does follow the second book, I need to read the second book before I watch it.
I would just suggest read the second book before you watch it.
True.
Because the second book follows a completely different game.
Well, that's why I'm not sure.
Truth or Dare.
Ooh. I know that
a couple of the characters from the first one, it's siblings and stuff.
Oh, isn't one of the main characters the one character's little sister that's in the first?
Yes.
Okay, can't think of the name.
It's her and her friends is book 2. And then book 3 is supposed to be both groups together. It's like people from both groups together.
Yeah.
Because an
I'm just
ultimate thing.
I'm just not sure how the TV show is gonna do it.
Especially with the way season 1 ended.
It seems like it's more the characters in season 1 are the characters in season 2. Like, there's not that many new characters introduced.
I mean, in season 2 or in book 2, a lot of the main characters are still there. They're just no longer the point of view. So, I will state, Mackenzie, a couple of the acting scenes were a little cringy at times. I get that, but to me,
Yes.
it just felt like the show technically should have been on the CW because it had that kind of a CW cheesy factor to it, more so than Peacock. But that's a me thing.
Fair. I really haven't watched that much things from Peacock. I think actually One of Us is Lying is the only thing
I've
that I can think of.
only started watching a few things on Peacock as I just got access to my mom's. Really,
Peacock is NBC. It just shows that we're on NBC. It's like shows like Roseanne and stuff are on there.
yeah, I know the George Lopez show is. That's what I started watching.
Yeah, one thing I don't like is that when like the first season of One of Us is Lying came out, Peacock was available in Canada. And now when I go to the website, it's just like, nope.
Boo.
Like, I go into the website and I'm like, it's... And I think even with a VPN, it's like, nope.
I mean, when I get paid, I'm supposed to pay for my Peacock. We can always attempt to see if it'll let you. I know freaking Kindle didn't let you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's literally not an option to even sign in for anything.
Oh, boo.
Like, it literally, like, you search that, or even if you go... Sign in... Nobody move. Nobody do anything.
But if we're going to talk about Peacock, I mean, if we're going to talk about...
I'm just going to leave that website there.
That are horrible, I'm going to have to mention Vampire Academy is very, very bad.
I totally forgot that was Peacock.
Like, it is very bad. I made it through 2 episodes and I'm like, I can't. This is too much departure from the books. And I don't like who they got to play Dimitri. He's not hot enough. He's not cowboy enough. Because Dimitri is supposed to be a Russian cowboy half vampire, damn it. Like, the cowboy is what makes him hot. And in the show, he's just like, oh, he's just attractive. And I'm like, ugh.
I'm gonna head out now, but it was fun chatting for a bit and getting some reading in. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Keith.
Okay, so it looks like if I use a VPN, I can slightly access it.
Fingers crossed.
Like how they have some things where it's like you can look at the things without actually having like the subscription.
Yeah.
And I'm able to do that.
Fingers crossed.
So. That is good.
But yeah, Sterling decided he was gonna go take a nap. So I was like, "Hey, I want to join Hope on sprints," and he's like, "Okay."
Hmm.
Because he was like, "Here's the remote. Watch whatever you want." I was like, "I plan on reading, not watching TV." But okay.
Get out of here with your TV watching bullcrap.
I was like, I guess I could join Hope on some sprints and some reading.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah. I do need to get. I had to put my other book down so that I could read this to make sure it's actually read this week.
Hmm.
I mean, it's only 200 pages, and I am 82 pages in, so
That will be finished by the end of the day.
that's the goal. Because this is my TBR for the week.
Wow.
Good luck with
My-
that.
My TBR is technically 2 books and then finishing this. And then I have 2 arcs that they kind of fit a little bit. Like they kind of have spooky vibes. So like they're being shoved into the
Well,
into the vlog.
the only 2 that I know for 100% will get read are these 2. And that is I Want to Be
Best
Scared.
Friend's Exorcism is really quick, so
And they just dropped a movie
yeah.
on Amazon Prime, so I was like, if I like the book, I'll go watch the movie.
I thought about trying to see about who
And
in my life
Clowns.
has that.
And Clown scares me, so I want to see if this scares me.
Hmm.
But I just got this yesterday. It's a 3-hour and 40-minute audio on normal speed.
Damn.
So I was like, I can
Yeah.
get through it at some. But look at the spine.
You.
The spine on a spine. It's supposed to be Kraft meets Jennifer's Body.
Hmm.
And then I got the audiobook for this today that when I signed up for it, it said I had 16 weeks till I could get it, and it randomly came in today. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you.
You're like, that's mine.
Thank you. And then I just got the audios for these 2, so I was like, well,
I have the
let's
Kindle
see.
copy of Bunny, and I've been meaning to read Bunny for like the longest time.
Like, I tried to physically read Bunny by itself without an audio, and I'm going to need an audio. I feel like with certain
Understandable.
books these days, I'm like, I need audios. Oh, and I still need to also do the the Broken Girls. I have that audio. That was supposed to be buddy reading with someone. The is it Sierra Simone or Saint? Sierra Saint.
Something like that.
She's the author of Sundown Motel.
Simone
Oh.
St. James.
Yeah, St. James. Okay. I was like, I knew there was a saint somewhere in there. As you can tell, Hope, I'm still tired. Should have heard us in our chat earlier when we were planning something. Freaking my brain over here, I'm like, what was that character's name from that one thing that we were talking about earlier? I don't remember.
And I was no help with that.
I was like, so
Or are
and
you
so.
forgetting? Yeah, or are you forgetting the name of a character whose literal name has only 1 letter different to your own? Dragon?
Ah, because I kept calling him Flynn.
I know, I'm like, it's literally basically your name with just a different letter at the
Yeah,
beginning.
his name is Flint. I kept calling him. I was like Flynn, whatever the fuck the dragon's name is.
But,
I think at one point you might have called him Dragon Boy.
Yeah, dragon. Yeah, the dragon, the hot dragon boy that I want to be paired up with the hot vampire boy.
Hey Kim, Anna Sprint's on my computer, Hope Sprint's on my phone. Well, thank you for joining. And
Hey.
and the cat just, I'm starting the cat now because I changed the break time to 15 minutes instead of 10, but it's now time to do another sprint.
Cool.
Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
And we have another sprint done. How did everyone do? I think I got like 10 pages.
I'm at 18%.
Nice.
56 pages.
Damn.
I'm on page 138 of 200.
Damn.
So another sprint and a half.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing maybe 2.
Well, if not, I'll just finish it.
Well, no,
It'll be
I was just looking at the time, and then I was like, well, I could probably do like 2, because then that would put me like a reasonable time, like 2
Oh,
more.
okay.
So that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like I was debating, I was like 1, 2, but if you would finish it perfectly in 2, that's a sign to do 2.
Okay.
He's like, fine with me.
Fine with me. It's motivating me to read.
To be fair, I want to get.
You can do it.
I know. I'm like, I also want to get to page 200 in this book, and I'm on 162. So 2 sprints should get me to that point.
So, am I petty? Which I'm probably petty by this. This might already lose a half a star solely for the fact that they were drinking iced tea without sugar. There was a scene where she was like, I made you a cup of iced tea. Do you want some sugar? And she was like, no, thank you. I like it without. And I was like, you just lost a star. You just lost a half a star.
But I drink tea without sugar.
I don't. I'm very southern over here. It's very much sweet tea all the time. I want to have diabetes because of my tea. Listen.
Yeah. We had Morgan pop in for a quick hi.
Hey Morgan.
Don't know if she's still here or not. And then Maxa joined again, was able to read a few pages, annotating. It ends with us.
Oh.
How's that annotating going?
I was like, what is IEWU? And then you said it. I was like, okay, never mind.
It with us, yeah. I know that Max started it yesterday, so. And then Kim says, I haven't touched my book today, which doesn't bode well for my witchy reading vlog I'm doing. Read your book, even if it's a chapter.
Girl, I have to put down my witchy books for this week because I am so behind of my secret TBR. Hasn't been a secret at all this month. Everybody knows my secret TBR's theme is witchy books. But I've had to put them all down because I forgot that I was hosting a readathon. And none of my witchy books are count for what I want them to count for. Granted, these 2, if I fit these in this week, possibly could count for it. Because this is a town full of psychics, so I'm like, it's kind of a stretch, but I can make it work. But my only issue is neither are queer. And all the other witchy books that I had planned on reading for this were queer witchy books.
I see the dilemma.
Yeah, I was like, I'll skip a week.
Have you picked up Mooncakes?
No, unfortunately we don't own it. Or it would be automatically in this.
If you have Kindle Unlimited, I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited. That's how I read it anyways.
I'm like, don't tell me this. That's going to add another one to this gigantic pile.
It's a graphic novel, so it's going to be really short. It's a really cute one.
I do need to finish A Feather and Thorns, though. Because I'm reading and reviewing it for the author, because she's a friend of mine, or they're a friend of mine. But then I've also got for witchy reads.
It's on Kindle Unlimited Canada.
I have these 4 as potentials. Granted, Witches of Easton is not queer, and technically neither is Kingdom of Cursed. But Kingdom of Cursed, I want to read.
I'm reading the third book in that.
I just got the third book, so I kind of need to read the second one so I can read the third one.
I will say so far the second one I think is a little better than the third.
Ooh, Hope, I have a recommendation for you. You really
Let me
like
get out Goodreads.
because you read I would recommend this for fans of Lightning Struck Heart. I would also recommend this book for fans of Dresden Files or Iron Druid Chronicles if you want something like that, but a little bit more gay. White Trash Warlock. It's not as gay as Lightning Struck Heart. And it's not as
She's just,
ridiculous
like,
either, but
adding
it's
it to the
similar. But it's
Sound good.
similar premise. It's about a guy named Adam who lives in Guthrie, Oklahoma, who is a witch, and he's hunting down this weird warlock, and then his brother calls him, and he has to fly to Denver or drive to Denver to help save his sister-in-law, who is currently possessed by a entity. There are so many creatures in this, like lizard people are in this, elves are in this, gnomes are in this, dwarves are in this, and he has a
Interesting.
cute little relationship with a cop who becomes a Grim Reaper.
Okay.
And I'm like, I just need book 2 now, because book 3 comes out this month. Book 3 comes out Tuesday. And I'm like, I just need book 2 now.
You're like, I need book 2 and just throw on book 3 on top of
And
that pile too.
if you have Audible, book 1 and book 2 are free on Audible to listen to.
I'm making a note if you want some. I wasn't trying to scare you. Did I still scare you?
Max says, it's so cute. I sent a few pics last night. I'll send more. I saw the annotating. And Kim says, I will read in the next sprint. I've just been on a massive cleaning spree, which is also good, but I also need to read. Fair. Clean, as long as you're being productive when putting off reading. Kind of understand that.
Someone mentioned food in the book, so I went and made me popcorn, because it was the only thing I had to make fast. They were eating something, and I was just like, I'm hungry.
To be fair, half that last sprint, I was just sitting, eating Cheetos.
Also,
I was eating cookies.
Oh, you did find cookies?
Yeah, Jordan went to the store and got like the Toll House, or yeah, it was either Toll House, I can't remember now, but the fudge stripe cookies.
Ooh.
I hadn't had those in forever, so I'm like, I want those.
Also, Hope, you've read Nature of Witches? Have you read Wildest the Witch?
No, not yet.
How well did you enjoy Nature of Witches?
I think it was like a 4-star.
Okay. Wild as a Witch. I prefer Nature of Witches. I just didn't connect with the main character like I did in Nature of Witches.
Yeah. I'll probably weep. Third time's the charm with that goddamn sentence. Jesus Christ.
Can we talk about how beautiful it is under the dust jacket, though?
Yeah, they both are very great books.
Yeah. My library does have the audiobook, so I'll probably listen
The
to
audio
it at
is
some point.
the audiobook is really good.
Oh yeah,
Did
that's
you-
what I honestly like when I started The Nature of Witches, I read like the first half ebook and was like, I'm not enjoying this. Then I put the hold for the audiobook on my library, and then when I was able to get that probably like 2 months later, I then really enjoyed it, which is what gave it that 4 stars. If I would have had to continue with just the ebook, it probably would have been like a 2-star.
Have you read them, Sam? One or the other?
I read Nature of Witches because I had an e-arc of that, and I read that last year.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I think I gave it 4 stars, if I'm remembering correctly.
I gave Nature of Witches a 4.5, and I gave Wild as the Witch a 4. But it's like a low 4.
Could
Like
be
if
worse.
if I would have done 0.75s, but I don't do 0.75s, it would have been like a 3.75. So I just rounded up to a 4.
Fair. With all the upcoming events, I'm like, I need to do all the laundry and pack stuff, and pull stuff to pack, etc., and just get organized. Understandable.
Yeah, I packed last night when I was talking to Morgan, and Harry was trying to help me pack by sitting in my suitcase.
Oh, he was like, taking me with you.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I want to go to Grandma's house.
It's like, yeah, but aren't you flying, so I can't bring a cat.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah. No flying kitty.
Candy corn is good. It just depends on the candy corn we're talking about and if it's fresh or if it's old.
Ooh, I have
Yeah.
caramel. Ooh, that actually sounds really good.
Caramel apple candy corn is really good.
You're making me hungry now.
It tastes like a caramel apple.
Wild as the Witch is so damn good. I love it. Both of them are 5 stars for me. I'm so excited that Rachel Griffin will be at Y'all Fest.
I can see why people love it. It's just something about it I just didn't fully connect with like I did with her other.
Yeah.
I also prefer the love interest better in the other one. This one, he's kind of an arrogant prick that I want to punch.
Oh.
It's a house life.
Could be better, could be worse.
It's life.
That's why I said could be better, could be worse.
I'm here.
I'm sitting here
Barely,
going, is it
but I'm
November yet? I want my vacation.
I mean, understandable.
I just want to make it through tomorrow and the first half of Tuesday without getting stressed.
Feel that?
Yeah. It was the same with Nature of Witches. It was just beautifully descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not cosplaying, so convention packing will be fairly easy. Just more like needing to be ready as we need to get in line to get our badges and parking early. Understandable. It's just more of sometimes the act of packing, you're just like, where is the one thing that I said I was going to pack? It's not in my house.
Yeah.
Listen.
So then you have to tear your house apart to find it.
Listen, the night before I got married and they came storming in telling me to pack for a weekend, and I was like, what am I supposed to pack? I don't know where we're going, what we're doing. I know nothing. What is going on? And they're screaming details, and I'm like, I don't have anything, slutty. How am I supposed to pack, slutty? Do I look like my husband? I'm throwing things in the thing, and they're like, I think you've packed enough underwear, Clint. I was like, I don't know what we're doing, so how am I supposed to know?
That is literally such a mood of overpacking underwear.
Underwear and socks are like, I literally just did this scoop and just went floop into the thing, and then just went grab. I grabbed like 12 t-shirts and like.
And they're just like, you're going to be gone for a weekend. You don't need to pack your entire closet.
They're just looking at me going, hurry up. And I'm like, y'all are putting pressure on me. Go away.
Yeah.
And then I get there and they're like, hey, open the lid to the pizza box. And it says, you're getting married tomorrow. And I'm like, the fuck are y'all talking about? I didn't pack that outfit.
Oh my god. It happened more than once that whatever whatever important thing I couldn't find ended up being behind my bed. Fair. Luckily, I found those things. I was looking for my fruit basket shirt since Eric Vale is a guest. I was panicked, lol.
Oh,
And
Eric
you can never
Vale.
have enough underwear. That is true.
I love Eric Vale. Oh.
And the cat went off, so
Yay.
happy sprinting.
Yay, garlic bread
Happy
time.
reading. Yay!
Sounds delicious.
Yum.
And hello. How did everyone do?
I got to 23%.
How was the garlic bread?
It was okay. Not as garlicky as you think it would be.
Darn.
I have 12 pages left.
Damn.
I have 12 pages left, and shit just got shit just hit the fan, and I know who the killer is now, and oh my god. And it's not who it is in the book or in the movie, I should say.
I think I read 21 pages. And we had an Alicia join.
Hi Alicia. Hi Katie.
Hi, Katie. I shall be here until I fall asleep. Good to know. Got to page 58. That ends with us. Nice.
This is what I'm reading, Katie. Because today marks the first day of the I Know What You Did Last Summer-a-thon. And after we read this, I can watch movies 1, 2, and then force Sterling to try to watch 3. The third one is horrible.
Katie asks, how are you finding Cemetery Boys, Sam?
I'm finding it pretty good. It's a pretty easy listen. So
That's good.
I love Cemetery Boys.
She did not, in fact, read it all. I did bring up a load of laundry and put it away. At least you were productive.
yeah, you're the one who's being all supportive, and I'm just here. Shame.
Well, yes, you did. It's like, yes, but at least it would be a different story if she said, like, I sat on my phone the entire time. I would be like, excuse me, you did what now?
But she's doing chores, so
Yeah, chores.
we're all being productive in some way, shape, or form.
LOL. Okay, I'm not reading again. Haha, not Hope being like, please like it, Sam. Yes. I'm like, don't hate it, don't DNF it, please.
No, I'm liking it. Like,
Don't
so
treat it
far.
like you did Crave.
Hey, at least I finished that one. I didn't DNF that.
True.
I still say try at least book 2. You might like it from then on. She's not as stupid in book 2.
That is
Yeah, I don't
true.
know.
She's a
And,
little less.
and it's no longer Twilight starting with book 2.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Depends on. I still need to read A Little Life. I have yet to do that. It's been on my TBR for the last couple of months.
My copy comes tomorrow. Yay! And, well, that was my last sprint since I'm headed to Not Scary Farm. Fun chatting with you all. Have a good week, Sam and Clint, and see you in Discord. Yep, I'll see you in Discord. And have fun at Not Scary Farm.
She doesn't want you to have a good week, Hope. She only
Yeah, I have to have a horrible week. Yes.
I was just thinking that. I was like, when I read it, I went, all right. Ooh, because I'm almost done with that. I need to grab, where is it? And I'll read it on the next sprint. The bonus chapter. So that Hope can see my reaction.
Yes.
I was like, what am I going to do for the rest of the sprint when the last ones I've been reading like 50-something pages each?
So you'll perfectly get both the book and the bonus chapter because you said you have 12 pages left of the book. There's 24 or 26 pages in the bonus chapter. So that right there is like 40 pages.
Well, this doesn't read as fast as the other one though.
True, but it. Love you, Clint, Sam. Hopes you. I just don't know. It is, although I just talk to Hope every day, so I feel like it's obvious. True, I know I talk to you every day, but they don't know I talk to you every day.
So,
Oh, finished. Alicia finished creating her 7 prompts for the readathon, and I haven't even taken a look at my paper to even do that.
really? You've already came up with woman.
Okay.
I haven't even started with my 9 prompts. The fuck?
I have 1, and that is the one that we discussed.
Girl, I don't even have that one written down for me, okay?
I wrote that one down while you guys were blabbing about something else. It's just how it was written.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna have a horrible week, apparently.
So if you do end up having a horrible week, you know who to blame.
Yep.
Yes. I'm just
Mac
ready.
will just get a very angry message of like, my week was horrible and I blame you.
I'm just already ready for this week to be over with. I have a work invention or work thing on Friday that I'm like, I helped plan, but I'm like, I'm not excited for.
You're just like, can I call in sick that day?
I just want to get my flight Tuesday and Sunday like finished or with because I hate flying. It messes with my ears a whole lot. So
You would have 4 challenging prompts.
Yeah.
I mean, Alicia is the one who keeps bringing up all the challenging stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was expecting challenging prompts from her.
Yeah. Hello, joining with Akatar. Ooh, I hope you enjoy.
That hurt for my reread of Akatar. I hate Tamlin so much.
Hey, I will say, with the dramatized audiobook, you actually, for some reason, just want to give him a sliver of like, oh, you're not as bad as I remembered.
That's why I didn't do the dramatized, because I'm sorry, I can't. And that's why I pushed Court of Mist and Fury to next month, because this is spooky month.
Oh, I'm happy to push that, because I'm like, I don't have the time with all the books I have to read, and I have a library book.
So I plan on reading that and Wings of Ruin next month, and then the next month doing Frost and Starlight and Silver Flames, because I want to end the year with Silver Flames.
Fair.
Because I cannot go another year without reading Silver Flames. When I drove in a snowstorm to go pick it up the day it came out, because my pre-order got canceled for some reason online, and I still haven't read it, but Sterling has.
Oh my god.
And Sterling's read it twice.
Wow. Honestly, I'm not super far into it. I liked From Blood and Ash way better.
Which is funny, because I DNF'd From Blood and Ash.
I just got my own copy of it yesterday.
For the first books in those series, I like From Blood and Ash more. But like, I can't pick a favorite out of the 2 series.
I'm sorry.
I love them both for 2 different ways.
ACOMAF will forever win over any other thing.
I refuse to acknowledge any of the first 3 books minus ACOMAF chapters 54 and 55 and pretend Silver Flames is book 1. LOL.
I take it you didn't like ACOTAR, ACOWAR, and ACOFAS, which understandable on ACOFAS. Hardly anyone likes ACOFAS.
That's, I think, like almost everybody's least favorite book.
Granted, you give me a diary entry or a grocery list of these characters, I'm going to gobble it up, because this is my favorite, inner circle. If it isn't Green Creek, it's the ACOTAR, inner circle from
like friend group
that are found family.
Yeah. And it definitely gets better. Honestly, Book 2 is where everything starts to really get
Spicy.
good. I still need to read From Blood and Ash. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
They also seem very different. Yeah, they are very different because it's just like the world and the characters are so different. So it is kind of hard to compare them, but I can see how people liking one would like the other. But then I also see how people liking one wouldn't like the other.
I didn't like the writing style and I was bored, so I DNF'd it.
See, even though it's one of my favorite series, I'm not gonna care because I can understand that. If you just said I didn't like it because I didn't like it, I'd been like, excuse me?
My thing is I have decided I don't want another white woman who has wrote a lot of fantasy series that all interconnect that I have to read them all to understand. And after DNFing from Blood and Ash, I went, Jennifer L. Armentrout, not for me. I will unhaul her to a friend of mine who will appreciate her books more. I'm in that mindset of right now, I'm reading a lot more diverse and a lot more queer than I am anything
True.
else. Unless it's Sarah J. Maas, and then I'm here for Sarah J. Maas trash.
You're just like would you just like my bank account information for the next book?
Here you go.
Yeah.
What?
Do it, Kim. Does Reese get a book? Asking for a friend? He becomes a much more prominent character.
Akamath.
He becomes a main character. Like
Beast becomes Gaston, and Gaston becomes Beast. That is all I'm going to say. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Well, actually, technically, Gaston turns into Hades, but that's a totally other different thing. Because technically, book 2 is a Hades Persephone retelling. And book 1 is supposed to be Beauty and the Beast or Eros and Psyche, which I still don't see.
I did like them all, but Nesta is just my girl, and I was not expecting the amount I would have in common with her. Fair. I mean, hell, I'm doing the Nesta 10,000 stair challenge. I wish, but I'd probably fail within the first.
Yay, Katie. That's all I'm gonna say. Craving the comeback. I love it.
I just got to the point of Akatar starts being a real one, and I like her a lot now. Oh, Nesta, of how you're starting to like her now. Yeah.
Do we, though?
Yes, yes, we do.
Do we, though?
Yes.
There is no other faction.
Just this, it's like wrong chat, but okay. It's like, okay, you answered my question, but I meant where Nesta starts being a real one.
As of right now, because I have not read Silver Flames, Nesta needs the shit beat out of her. But I've been told that I'm gonna love her, so.
You will. Trust me.
Maybe.
He doesn't trust you.
I've been led down this road before. I haven't, but everything you've suggested me to read, I've loved. So.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like, is there anything that I've said? Hey, read this, and you were like, I hated it. There is more. There is still more.
Yep.
At least two more.
Okay with the puns, Katie.
Yep. I'm going to put the last sprint warning, and we will go into our final sprint.
Yay, so I
See
can finish this
everybody
book.
in 30 minutes.
Okay. Meh.
And that was the end of the final sprint. How did everyone do?
Got to 27% and then started watching some videos because I think I'm done reading for the day.
I think I read like
I'm starting to be a sieve.
I think I read like 25 pages, and I think I'm almost at the 50% mark, or past it. How many pages is this? Oh, 401, so I'm past the halfway mark.
He's having a moment.
Fuck you, Casey McQuestion. That was cute.
I know, it was worth
That was
it.
what
It
I
was worth
wanted.
it.
It was worth it so much.
I know, I'm just now, I'm like, I want a full-length novel about that entire point of time.
Especially because it's all the way through 2026.
Yeah, it's like it's basically like, what, like about 5-ish years of just their life.
Well, I finished I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I gave it 3 stars. It was a fun book. I'm glad I read it. We'll never reread.
Fair.
The way it ends is questionable. Movie does better.
Good to know.
And now I apologize to everybody who I asked to read the group book because people might not like it.
No, it's like me being. Technically, you didn't expressly ask, but you said, like, I'm doing this thing, and this is the group book, and that's just me being like, oh, I have to read the group book. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I have said that if I want to DNF that book, I will DNF it.
That's fine. I already stated that the live show for the I Know What You Did Last Summer-a-thon, like, we're only going to spend like 10 minutes talking about the books and movies. We're going to be like, how did it compare? Movie was better. Cool, move on. What all did everybody read?
I saw this and started laughing. Oh my god, Tamlin did what? The way I'm gasping right now, I'm like, yep.
30 pages of
30
ACOTAR or ACOMAF?
I think ACOTAR is what they said.
So I wonder, are they at the end of ACOTAR?
It could be the thing.
At the beginning, too, so...
Maybe?
Because it's kind of a prick at the beginning.
I read 8 pages / 1 chapter. Kim finally read!
Yay!
ACOTAR last 100 pages, so that
I
would
will
be...
state, I read 12 pages, plus the short story, which is 25 pages, plus I talked with Alicia on how to make a new faction for our thing, and that is a lot to take care of in one sprint. Oh, okay.
That makes that
Yeah.
a lot more sense. For a guy that doesn't like slavery, that surprised me a whole lot.
Oh? Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Have fun. If you ever need somebody to talk about ACOTAR,
We're here.
we're here.
We're here to bitch. Or gush, depending on where you're at in the series.
Or both.
Yeah.
In general, we can spend all day talking about it somehow. So. You're being told to check messages.
Oh, we do need a color.
I'm buddy reading with a friend, and he hates it. I definitely can see how some people might hate it. So,
I didn't think about that, Alicia. If we're making a new faction, we need a new color.
pink. I don't know. It's the first color that popped
I
into my
mean-
pink, orange.
I mean, Hope, you're the only other one who we can actually tell who the faction is.
Oh, I know
'cause
the
others are
faction.
not Red Court. No one else is Red Court. So,
I know the faction. Alicia was also messaging me in that sprint, being like, I was messaging with Clinton. Do you agree with this? Does this sound good? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 3.5 for me right now. Not obsessed, but not bored. Fair.
Castle one opposite.
I don't even remember what I rated it.
No idea. But I think I'm going to end the sprints here. Thank you so much for everybody who joined in the comments, and for Sam and Clint who joined on screen. I will link their channels below afterwards, as I wasn't sure who was going to show up, so I will update the description probably after I eat because food's done. So yeah, but thank you everybody. for
Time to go
joining.
step her face.
Just-
Thank you for
I'm gonna
hosting.
cook.
This was fun. Thank you for joining. Also,
Yay.
oh, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for hosting. Chat with you in a minute. Yeah,
Because she sent you probably the same thing she sent me.
probably. Oh yeah, there's a message. But bye.
In broadcast. In